I know my timing's impeccable because you were probably just thinking about how you want to watch a video of someone walking through a greenhouse, and then here I am doing exactly that, filming the content that no one's willing to get down and dirty and do. But I'm not here for the glory or the thanks. But let's go through Suburban Lawn and Garden. I'm at the one south of the city. It's my favorite spot, my favorite location of the three. And I'm eager to see what they have for houseplants because they have a 20% off sale going right now. So I want to see what they have. I don't need anything, obviously. But, you know, 20% off is kind of disrespectful not to at least see what they have to offer. That would be rude. And I don't want to be rude. Certainly not to a local greenhouse for me. I wouldn't be able to sleep. So let's see what they got. Oh, I just got so scared that it was closed because of the orange things in front. Cute. A mushroom bench. Sold. No longer sold. Still cute. Well, well, well. If it isn't you, again, welcome. Welcome back to another super necessary, the video would not be the same without it, voiceover. Clearly, we all need the mundane information that isn't necessary, but definitely is appreciated. Anyone else so nosy? They're like unpacking stuff, and I'm like, what do you've got? Let me see. It's none of my business, but I really literally, oh. Did not mean to interrupt myself there. Apologies to my past self and to my future self. I'm really letting us down. Back to the video. So this location, of all the locations, like I mentioned earlier, they have a really nice selection. They have had sometimes in the past, like the best Hoya selection I've seen in the Kansas City area. I remember a couple years ago, they had a Hoya drop, and I couldn't even tell you, they had at least 10 varieties that I had not even seen yet, as far as like things I had been exposed to. So they have a really good selection. So whoever their houseplant buyer is does a really good job of purchasing plants or picking out plants that are well-rounded. They have ones that are like uncommon, sometimes rare, you know, easy care, higher care, cacti, Hoya, succulents. They have a really good variety. And because this location is so large, you have, you know, plenty of room to work with. I assume. That's just my assumption. Because their location on Rowe Avenue is a little bit smaller. But the one I'm at here today is quite vast. And in the summer, oh my goodness, if you have a chance to go here in the summer, that is definitely the time to go. They have a phenomenal wide selection of outdoor options. I'm not as fluent in those, perennials, annuals. I think those are the terminologies. And now that I'm in a house, now that we have a house, I'm going to be having quite the learning curve on figuring out what I want to do with my yard this year. So anyways, back to the video. Monsteras, you know, I know they've come down a lot in price, the ties. So if you can find one at a big box store like Walmart, Lowe's, that would be a better option. But these little ones are $30. They're cute, but you know, if you can find one at Lowe's and whatever, they're like $20 and they're usually bigger. But it's nice to have these options where they have the 2-inch ones where they have some rare plants that you can get, and you're not investing as much as you would if it's larger. So that's always nice too. This little Billy was very cute and very small, S-M-O-L, small. And I tell you guys, I'm always finding the sport variegated. It's like I have a talent, and that talent doesn't help pay the bills or anything, but it does help me find plants. So what a gift. And this Anthurium, oh, what was the name of it? I forgot the name of it. Boom. I would have got that if it looked a little bit more established. It looked very much like a plug they had just put into a thing. By the way, don't get those. They're tacky. You're tacky and I hate you. And then there was this beautiful golden crocodile philodendron. I think it says $100 there, but I mean, it was beefy, so it's probably worth it. And it's quite the statement piece. And what I love about that plant too is it's not your standard color that you see always. It's really a vibrant neon yellow. So if you have a big collection, it's a really nice contrast to have. I have one in my plant guest room on my plant shelf, and it's just nice. It breaks up all the different colors, but it really stands out, and it's the long leaves are really gorgeous too. So that big one for $100 would have been worth it for me if I needed one that size, or if I had room for one that size. We've got the table here with philodendrons like the pothos and the heteroraceums, and then this Epipremnum giganteum. Those look really pretty when they are mature, growing up a plank. This is the one I talk about later that I was tempted by. We have some ficus. This one, I love the veining on this one. It's quite striking. I have one of these. If you want to see a picture, let me know. I'll put it on my Instagram stories. These ugly looking but funky looking succulents. You know, ugly but cute. And then this whole section looked like a dream. Blue skies, the sun shining, and, you know, in a greenhouse in the middle of winter. It's always a gift. Not going to tell you how many times I poked myself in this section, though, because it's really none of your business. We've got some Sansevierias and some African violets. I found a variegated African violet at this location like a year ago or 2 years ago. It was very pretty. I killed it though. Not maliciously. If I didn't already have one of these, this is what I would have purchased. The cream splash or silver stripe. Quite a good looking plant. All right, let's go to the outro. I'm curious to know, was there anything that stood out in there to you? The only thing I was this close to getting was that little Schefflera that was like $5, 20% off would have been $4. I just have another couple stops to make. I don't really want to leave in the car. Thanks for joining me. I appreciated your company, and I'll see you next Monday.